I'm Cheryl and I'm autistic, and I'm going to read from my phone at the beginning to keep me focused, because I tend to waffle, and then I'm going to read the poem and then explain a little bit about myself after. So I'm Cheryl, nice to meet you all, and thank you for coming. You might see me wandering around with cameras because I'm a photographer, so come and say hi if you want to. So my poem is evolved from, so on social media in April, you see autism awareness promoted on social media. And I don't think we need to call it autism awareness because we're already aware of autism. It should be called Autism Acceptance Month. So during Autism Acceptance Month, we see on social media a lot of the time people are promoting a puzzle piece. Contents warning, I'm going to talk about Autism Speaks and why I hate them. So Autism Speaks is an autistic charity, which I think doesn't help autistic people. So in 2009, they released a video called I Am Autism. You can still find this on YouTube. And it had dramatic music. And they said that we were an epidemic, the reason why our families broke up. And my parents didn't break up because I'm autistic. They broke up because of a bad marriage. You know, they tried to scaremonger people and make this thing about autism really scary when it's not scary. And they actively fund research into trying to cure autism. And I would never take a cure for autism because it would change fundamentally who I am and my personality. And they use the puzzle piece in their promotion. Now, the puzzle piece is meant to represent something we're missing. We're not missing anything. And whenever I see the puzzle piece, it just infuriates me. So that's why I made the poem. Can you not see I'm like you, but I'm not? I wonder why I never felt like I fitted in. You say I don't feel emotions, but I'm like a sponge absorbing too much. I can feel and I can cry, I can laugh and I can be angry. We are the Minto in the Coke bottle. There is no stopping that eruption once it starts. Before you look at us and wonder, why are you? We are not a puzzle to be worked out. We are people with real thoughts and real feelings. Just because you don't understand, this does not mean you have to find that missing piece. Sometimes things aren't meant to be fixed, but understood. Understood in the ways that we understand. Instead of trying to change us, just let us be. Instead, turn those sounds down, dim those lights. Let us use the stims we use to regulate our emotions, and let us just do what we've always done. Don't try to change us because we don't need to change. It's the world and you that needs to change, not us. We live in a society that thinks disability is a burden and a problem. We are not a burden or a problem. We are disabled by our environments being inaccessible and people's ableist and ignorant attitudes towards disabled people. Instead, we can feel empowered by our autism, and we can have the confidence to ask for help and support. You can say you're autistic, and you can say it with pride without feeling the shame that society has made us feel. And this is my open letter to the neurotypical world from a neurodiverse mind. So I'm going to talk a little bit about who I am now. So thank you for that, by the way. So I was misdiagnosed as bipolar for 12 years, and I was medicated when I shouldn't have been. And because of that misdiagnosis, it actually masked other conditions. So we know autism can have co-occurring conditions. And mine was, I was diagnosed at 32 as autistic. Turns out I'm not bipolar. And that went on to a further diagnosis of delayed sleep disorder, not insomnia, and anxiety in 2020. So I'd worked in healthcare for 14 years as a healthcare worker, working nights in dementia and palliative care. But then the pandemic happened and I couldn't wear a mask and all the rules and everything was changing. I just couldn't cope. And during that time, I was offered neurotypical counselling and neurotypical CBT, which did nothing for me. I actually did funding with the CCG to do autism specific counselling. Now, that is the first time in my life I've had the right treatment. We talked about being undiagnosed as autistic, growing up, family, relationships, meltdowns, and I'm able to cope better as an adult because of that autism specific counselling. And if you are autistic and struggling, I really empower you to do it. You might get declined at first, but do a freedom of information request for your previous case study, your previous counselling to prove that you engaged in it, even though it didn't work. And then you'll get the funding. It's 16 sessions. It's amazing. And because of that autism counselling, I'm back in work. And I work for an Advonet, which is an autistic charity. And I've co-written training on autism and delivered it to health professionals, social carers, and foster carers. And now I work at Change under Advonet, who is a learning disabled charity that produces Easy Read. It's an amazing charity. They're all upstairs, and I really think you should go and check them out. Okay, thank you, and bye.